Robert Cray is a masterful blues guitarist and an incredible singer-songwriter. During the 80s, his music helped bring the blues back into the mainstream, but he also worked behind the scenes, collaborating with other artists. For example, he co-wrote the song Old Love, which Eric Clapton recorded, but Robert Cray didn't. In this video, though, I want to share with you a song he did record, and that is Smokin' Gun. It's got a great blues groove to it. It's going to start off like this. Oh, 1, 2, 3. So we've got this really cool groove, all based around an E minor chord. We're gonna start by playing the bass strings and then the treble strings. So I break up the strum there, 1, 2. Then on beat 3, we're gonna add our pinky down to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And that creates an E minor 7 chord. And then we'll take it off and do an up strum on the treble strings. So it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and then we're gonna continue just playing a little melody off this chord with some syncopations. We're gonna grab the note F sharp on the 2nd fret of the 1st string with the pinky, and then we'll take it off, go back to that D note on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then take that off and just strum the treble strings open. So what we're doing is playing this melody off of the chord. And it's ending there with a lot of syncopation. So if I count it out, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then on beat 4 we'll go just do this blues move. It almost reminds me of like Pride and Joy, Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's really like an A chord there on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and 2nd fret of the 2nd string. I just mash down my finger, I'm using my ring finger, play it open, or play it barred, and then play it open. So it's just 4 and, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now sometimes he'll do that, and sometimes he'll just go and strum E minor, so that would go. Or the blues variation. So that's gonna loop over and over for the intro. I'll play it 4 times so you can hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's the first part, and in order to really just pick up this song super fast and understand what Robert Cray is doing, you want to be familiar with the fundamentals of the blues. So this means common blues chord progressions, which is what this song is based on, and then also the blues scale. When you have this kind of that's riffing on a lot of notes there from the blues scale. And if you don't know how to play this scale anywhere on the fretboard, then go to johnmclennan.com/blues-scales and get your hands on my free blues scale PDF guide. This is going to show you the easiest and fastest ways to map this out on the fretboard. So when you see it in songs like this, you just pick it up right away. And like I said, you understand the fundamentals, which are essential if you want to play in this style. So just go to johnmclennan.com/blues-scales and grab that now as my gift to you. Now from there, we're going to play this riff 4 times where we start the actual form of the song. So that's going to go. Second time. Third time. Last time. Then we're going to go to an A A minor, and this is from the 5th string down now. We're gonna basically play the same thing, but we're gonna do it over the A minor, so it's gonna go. And then we don't do that part at the end, we just stay on the A minor, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's a little pinky action there, right? Getting that melody. Love that chord, by the way. Total minor bluesy sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we only do the riff once here on A minor. Then we go back to E minor. Do it once on E minor, then go back to A minor. And then we have a riff that's based on the blues scale. We go. And that's over the words, so-called smoking gun. So-called smoking gun. Okay, so what I did was play the A minor riff, but then cut it short. So I went 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and then 3, and 4, and we walk up the blues scale here. Again, when you get the blues scale guide, you'll know these notes, but you've got the 2nd fret here on the 4th string, then open 3rd string, 2nd fret. It's coming in on the and of 3 with this lick. 3 and 4 and boo-da-da. Then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's a bend on the downbeat there. 2nd fret. And I just do a bluesy bend. Half step basically for this one. Then to natural. Then open, 2, open. That's the first part. Then and on the note E there on the 2nd fret of the 4th string twice. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we loop it back in with the riff. So coming out of the A minor, it would go. Twice here. Okay, so when I play that riff, you can match the fingers to the frets, except for on the last 2 notes there on that E note on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Play that with my ring fingers so that I can go right back to the E minor after that. So see, I'm set up there. If I do it like this, I mean, sometimes I do that and play the E minor like that, but that's pretty tricky, and I probably wouldn't do it on this song, actually. I would just go. That's one fingering, or you could just use all 3rd finger. That might even be easier, is just use one finger, you know, the 3rd finger. All right, so let's put it all together now. We're gonna jam through this. We're gonna go 4 times on the E minor riff, 1 time on the A minor, 1 time on the E minor, 1 time on the A minor, and then tie it in with that lick. And that lick functions as a turnaround in the blues progression, which is another fundamental of the blues. Again, when you get the blues scale guide, you're gonna start becoming familiar with all these things. So when you start playing the music, like these classic blues records, you just connect the dots, you understand what it is. So let's put it all together now. Here we go, I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3. such a fun blues groove to play. And if you want to learn to master this stuff anywhere on the fretboard and become super confident with those fundamentals like I mentioned that are basically going to get you from beginner to pro, then go to johnmcclennan.com/bluescales and get your hands on my free blues scale PDF guide. This is going to show you the easiest and fastest ways to play the blues scale up and down the neck, and it's completely free. Just go to johnmcclennan.com/bluescales and grab that now as my gift to you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you might like this one next.